Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so I'm going to make a couple of bows for some projects that I have in my brain. And one of them's back here. I started one bow. I'm going to make another one for it. And then I'll work on it probably tomorrow. So, super excited. So if you wouldn't mind saying hi to this late night crafter. I can't believe it's 12:30. Woo, 12:30. So thanks for joining me on this late night live. I enjoy spending time with my late nighters. So much fun. You know, I'm sure you're up because you can't sleep. I'm up because I slept all day. Well, not really. Rachel and I talked from Rachel's Crafty Corner until 11:30. I got off work at like, what time did I leave? 9 maybe? It was a rough night last night. And then I was driving home and I couldn't get a hold of my husband, and I started like getting really tired. So I thought, well, it's probably 10 o'clock where Rachel is. So I called her and we talked, and then I got in the driveway and I'm like, okay, I'm home. And then we started talking about something else. And next thing I know, it was 11:30. So anyway, so if you wouldn't mind taking a few moments to spread the love, I greatly appreciate it. I am going to be using some of the ribbon from the the ribbon assortment boxes, but this piece of ribbon did not come from me. Actually, I got this from Trees and Trims or something whenever I was on at the Wreath retreat. So it's going to match the stuff that's going to go on this big greenery behind me. So, so anyway, like I said, if you give me tell me who you are, I greatly appreciate it. So thanks for joining me. So my tail is going to be 20 inches. I'm sure I have enough here. So it's going to be identical bow to this one that's on here. And I'm going to put the other one up on the other side, I do believe. So, and then I'm going to do some loops around it, and then I'm going to place some florals in between there. So, so I'm just going to get the bows made, and I don't think I want to make a smaller bow because I want the tails to hang down in the center. So that's what I want. Okay. Good morning. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for joining me. I'm glad somebody said hello. That way I'm not just talking to myself. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to make 20 inches. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to stick it in here. And I always get confused. So, and then I'm going to turn one to make sure that the nice side is over here and the bad side's over here, you know. And then, so Lee Cavender, however you say her name, the lady who makes the easy bow, so that you want to have your ribbon pulled out long. So I'm like, okay, so I started doing that. And then, so this bow is going to be about 6.5 loops, 6.5 inch loops. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to twist. You know, when I watch people, like, do they pop their bow up and make 6 inches from the big old loop, or do they pull it down? Because if you pull it down, your loop's bigger than 6 inches. Hi, Connie. How are you? You're getting ready to call it a night. Thank you for hopping on. Good night. I understand. Totally understand. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. Take a minute to bless my page. I greatly appreciate it. So, and then we're going to go on this side again. And like I said, sometimes I just like wonder, that's a question I'm going to ask someone for the bow thing, you know, like, I don't know. Like I watch some people like flatten their bows out, and then I watch like Colleen never flattens her bows. Like she has this big old loop. So anyway, so just a question, right? Good question, I think. And if you watch Colleen, her loops are always big, 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 big. Did anybody do the hydrangea challenge with Colleen? So, hopefully, whenever I get a more routine schedule, I'm working on that, self-scheduling myself to not be working on Mondays so that I can go live every Monday night. I'm hoping that looks good. You'll probably watch a while, no problem. Helps you fall asleep, don't it? I got on the Zoom call today for business, and I fell right back to sleep. So next thing I know, I don't even know what I was listening to. So yeah, it's kind of mad because I wanted to listen what they talked about, but oh well. Who knows? It's okay. And then I forgot to turn my phone off of silent. And my niece came to pick up her wreath that she bought. She was sitting out my driveway. Good thing Cloyd came home because he forgot to take a wreath to work today for somebody to pick up. So he had to come home and pick it up. So he's like, Megan's sitting in the driveway. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I died. I literally zonked out. Zonked out. So, okay, I wish I had thinner cable ties, but I don't, zip ties. So, and then this one is going to be 12 inches, approximately. So, go in here and flip it. It's a pretty decent ribbon. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. And then, one thing, I don't know, does anybody else have that problem that your ribbon just, I mean, it doesn't happen to Kali, but it sure happens to me, or Lee, when everyone's watching Lee, however you say her name, make hers did not get twisted, so I don't know, it's just me. It's me. Oh, my thumb is stuck. So anyway, so did you guys have a good day? The weather was pretty nice here, although I didn't get to enjoy it, because like I said, I slept. And then it started raining this afternoon. So then go down to about 6 or so. Make this one just a little bit smaller. I kind of just like eyeball it, I don't know, to see what it looks like next to my other ones. Because you're only wanting to go down like a ½ an inch. So, anyway. Alrighty. You guys got any projects going? So this is, I have 2 more projects to make that are like for spring. This one, and I have to put some florals together. I just ordered some more cones. I didn't realize I was out of cones. So I ordered 2 more things of those. I'm going to have to get some different zip ties. I think I have some. I just have to find out where they are. These are a little bit too wide for a bow of this size. So if I'm using like a lot of ribbons, like, you know, then I think this is a very good zip tie for that. Alright, so before I tighten it too much, I'm going to go ahead and put the other zip tie in because I'm going to zip tie this to the greenery one. Make sure I got it in there the right way. That would be bad. My husband's like all ready to go pick up our camper. He's like, do you work Friday? I'm like, yeah. It's like, I thought you were off this weekend. I said, I am, Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes it's hard to get your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So, and not work, you know, a bunch of days in a row. So it's hard to do that, work a bunch of days in a row. Alright, so I'm going to pull this. I had a combative patient last night and I got scratched. It was a wild night. I don't know if it was a full moon or not a full moon, but it sure felt like one. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clip this one. You don't always have to use a bunch of different ribbons to make a really nice bow. So this is one bow that's just made with one ribbon, but I took it out and made a smaller loop and so I'd have more tails. So, and I'm going to, not that you could probably see it, but I don't want it to be seen. So I'm going to, put this on here. This is just some little ribbon that I got from, I think, Joann's possibly, maybe even Michael's. I'm going to go around 2 times so that I can make sure we cover the zip tie. Some people use some ribbon and that's fine too. So I just like to use this little ribbon on them. So, hi Arla, how are you? Yeah, I think it is good quality ribbon. I think so. So, I don't know if I want it like on the outside or not, so I'm not going to zip tie this in here. I'm just going to kind of play with it, but I'll just stick it up here and then you can kind of see like what my plan is here anyway. There. Anyway, alright. So there's that one. And then I have another roll, so if I that's what I'm going to use to make the loops in there. Okay. I'm so sorry because I'm really not tired. But so instead of using like zip ties or anything to connect that, which I could have even put this through my bow, to be honest. But like whenever I make the loops on the ribbon, whenever I go around it, I'm going to use this. I may cut it in half, and then that way it's all greenery throughout there. And I got these from Dollar Tree at Christmas time. So, and then, so I have 2 packages of these, and then I also have garlic, which I don't think I'm going to need all this stuff, but I just have this stuff readily available. Hi, Laura. You still have to attach your... Oh, do you? I need to like work on that one. But I sold 2 of my projects from the retreat with yesterday and today. So actually they both sold yesterday, but they both were picked up today. So I was super excited about that. I'm like, so anyway, I was pretty happy. So I'm ready to make some more of those things. I am really excited about like really working on more grapevine type stuff, but that'll come. All right, so I have my little pig here that I haven't really, I'm still waiting on like the perfect thing. So like I'm thinking black and white mesh, but I don't know if I want black and white for the base and then the right pink for the ruffles, or if I want pink for the base and then black and white ruffles. So I haven't really decided. But isn't this is super cute, but I was thinking about how can I make this more like my own, because you know Kathy's made several of them. And I thought, well, I could actually, once I figure out what I'm going to do, I could actually attach some of this ribbon underneath here for some curls, right? So, so that would be something good. So, but these are the ribbons that I picked out for my little pig. And it's going to be a pretty big bow. So, and the pig is from Santa Marta Designs. So if you're interested in any of her stuff, she really is really good. I've been watching her make the top hats. I bought the tutorial. I really want to learn how to do that. So I'm hoping that I can get my act together and learn how to do that. So this is from the Fancy Pants ribbon box. There's a couple of those left, and there's some 1.5 inch as well. So I think I want to start with this, and I'm probably going to make probably a 20-inch tail. So I do have easy bow makers in my shop as well. I have only 2 left, so if you're interested in an easy bow maker, man, I love this. Oh my gosh, this is such good quality ribbon right here. This is very thick. I normally do my loops at 6. So let's see. So I really feel like Khalid just pops hers up, and then wherever the bottom comes in, that's where her loop's at. That's what I think she does. So. So anyway, that's what I'm going to try. See what happens. Maybe I'll be able to make bigger and better bows. Alright. Absolutely. Give me just a second here. I can reach it. Let me move this out of the way. Is that better? This is really, really good ribbon. It's really good. So I'm going to do 3 loops. Hi Sheena, how are you? So I always pull the bottom one to the top. I don't know if everybody else does that or not, but that's what I do. Okay. Hi, Myra. How are you? You just got off work? Well, that's good, isn't it? Hi, Helen. Thanks for joining. Where are you from? My name's Teresa. Oh, you can actually see that. I forgot I have my actual shirt on tonight. From Wreath Addiction RN. Just making a few bows. Colorado. Thanks for joining. Always happy to have a new late nighter. We don't have many. We are a rare breed, aren't we? I work midnights. I'm a hospice nurse, or not a hospice nurse. I was a hospice nurse. I'm a nurse at the hospital, and I work midnights. So, you know, so I have my little late night crew, because by the time I get my wind going after a day of sleeping and like catching up on a few things that I need to do in the house, like I actually changed our bed sheets today. Isn't that nice? Well, thank you, Laura, for welcoming her. That's sweet. Thank you very much. So, yes. So I'm gonna do 3 loops on this one as well, just because I want this to be like, this little petunia pig is gonna be like big, bodacious, beautiful, the diva of all bows, right? So, I know people say that it's not gonna come out, but I like to make sure that my stuff isn't gonna fall out. So I work too hard to get my bow the way I want it, but I don't want it to fall through the cracks. So, all right. Let's put this one in. Well, let's see. Let me just see. I love this ribbon. So I'm just going to kind of leave that right there for just a minute, just to the side. Or do we want to do out of the Fancy Pants box this one, And then finish off with this. It can be a big bow. Yeah. Also a night owl too. Yes, I just can't believe all of that. It's just, I just can't even believe it. Let's just open this one and see which one we like better. $200 miles away. What do you think? Can you see the difference? Let me move that one. Sorry, I'm always trying to figure out where my camera is actually at. I can zoom in just a little bit more so you can see better. See if that works. You like the smaller one, Trixie? I kind of think so too. So let's just take this one out for a minute. Hi Jamie, thanks for joining. Smaller. I think we're going to go with that. I'm just going to roll it back up so I can start over. This is really, I am so glad I opened this up because this is such good ribbon. You guys will love it if you get some. It is, oh my gosh, it's just good. It's not flimsy or nothing. It's so good. Thanks, Arla. This, I can see this going with some ladybugs. Even the bees. Like, I have so many cute ribbons over there. I just want to make bows and then figure out what projects to go with them on. Some people do that. I've never really done that. I have one bow back there that's been hanging up for a little bit, but I already know what sign I'm using it for. I just haven't had a chance to do this, to make the wreath. So I need to do that because it's a spring one. It'll be good for spring. So, and I always, we'll see. Anyway, alrighty. I just kind of inch my way up the tail so it's staggering. That's the word I'm looking for, staggering. Let's do, we could even make these the same size for that matter as these, and then just do two, and then they would be like one in between each one of these. So let's see. unless we want to make them small. I love making multi-ribbon bows, but it was fun making that single one too. I'm just gonna practice on doing some of those, you know. Okay. Now let's do this one. My goodness, that is just, I don't know what this world's coming to. So in our, near where we live, it's called Litchfield, and that's where we do most of like our grocery shopping, like just if we have to just run and get something, if it's not on a weekday. Sometimes we shop down in Edwardsville. But anyway, some guy was on a motorcycle, and another guy decided, I don't know what happened, but he didn't like him, or his motorcycle was too loud, or something, and he pulled out a rifle, and he fired 6 shots. 3 of them hit the motorcycle guy, and the guy fled. They couldn't find him. That one needs to be just a little bit smaller. And I guess the guy survived the shooting, but that's crazy. Yeah, it is a big bow. Love it. So this is going to be the last one. So we got our, I like this ribbon. You know, this is like the showstopper ribbon for this, or you know, one for this bow. So, and whenever you make your center one, then normally you don't have to cover up the center, the zip tie. So, so this one definitely needs one of these big old zip ties. Make sure you get it underneath all of your loops. I have done that before. It's very frustrating to pick it up and find out you've missed something. Very aggravating. So let's just use this one. You know, I'll pull this around to the back. I'm going to make sure this is in the center of my bow. most of my pieces are where they're supposed to be, but before I tighten it, I am going to just kind of move things around a little bit, tighten it just a little bit. It still has plenty of room to go. Just going to make sure that everything is like where I want it. Because once you tie it or pull it tight, you aren't going to be able to get this to go anywhere. So let me zoom up a little bit. There we go, so you can see. Guess I need to cut that ribbon, huh? So excited about my bow. Making sure I'm only cutting one. I cut the fold over part as well. All right. All right, so I'm going to pull it tighter. All right, then just going to Lori calls this breaking the bow. So this just kind of fluffs it up a little bit, pulls it from in those spots, and then you just kind of move it around again. All right, so what size are the loops? I started off at 6 and then I just went down from there. So these two are about the same size. This one and this one. This one looks actually a little bit longer. My loops are never perfect, unfortunately, even though I try. Never. Never, never, never. You're welcome. I think that will go super cute with this little girl, don't you? Little Petunia. So now I just got to find the perfect mesh for her. So, yeah. So, super cute. And then I will do dovetails or angle them. I haven't decided. Just depends on what the project looks like. So, there we go. I don't like my bows to be, or my loops to be flat, so I'm always fluffing, pulling them. So, you know, fluff and walk away, right? That's a saying, but that's a saying that I don't do well. Fluff and walk away. I love that one. That turned out so super cute. Very cute. Thank you. Sometimes you just need to make just bows, you know? Guys, the ribbon is so much fun. So we do have the leopard print in the assortment boxes too, but I already had this picked out for this piece here, so I just decided to leave it. Oops. They're stuck together. Alright, so let's see. So this was from the assortment box as well. I just thought I'd make just a glittery bow. Let's do, I always hate how much they, so let's just do, let's see, I'm not good with the, smaller bows, but let's just try. So you do I think you make them all the same size. Let's just do a 5. So I'm doing a 5-inch loop on this side. Let's do it more. Let's do 6. 6 is my normal loop anyway. Okay. So 2, 1. That's the hardest part, is going backwards, right? All right. Let's go a little bit smaller. Thank you. It's a little more, I mean, it's very, just not as bright, but they're very pretty. They are. I'm just trying to think. It's hard for me some days. Let's go the other direction, even though I think that's supposed to have 2. This one has 1. So let's do it this way. I don't know. I kind of like to do every other one, but I don't like the fact that this one's going to have 1 again on there. I don't know. Let's see. With this exact same ribbon. I'm kind of weird like that. You guys ever weird like that? I don't know. I'll just do what I was doing. Make it a little bit smaller though. Just do what you were doing, ding dong. Overthink some stuff too much, you know? Do you guys ever overthink things? Yes, me too. Me too. There's a lot of this ribbon left. I don't know why. I don't know if it just doesn't look as pretty in the shop or what, but there's a lot of the 1.5 inch and the 2.5 inch left of this one. But I love it. I love glitter. Some people don't. So this is in the shop as well. I've been dying to make a bow with it, so I decided I would make some bows. Let's just do one more of this one, and then basically I think I'm just going to do a loop in here so that it can cover up that. That's what I think I'm going to do. Oh my, yeah, it just started. It was thundering here a little bit when I came downstairs, but evidently it stopped because my dogs finally went back upstairs. They're chicken whenever, and my husband's home, but he's asleep, so they just get chicken. They're chicken. Alright, so this is not my, I love other people that make this bow. It looks so darn cute, but when I make this bow, it does not look cute. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't really know the directions or the recipe for it. I need to find that out. Watch some more videos myself. This one just looks so much bigger than this one. So this is one of them ones that you just start cutting the tails, you know, like, I don't know. Definitely didn't turn out very cute, did it? It makes me crazy because I only do the bows that I really am comfortable with. I need to start practicing some other combinations. I need to practice some bows. Is it? All Alright, let's see if we can get this to look somewhat presentable for a wreath. I'm feeling some of those are going to need to be shorter, like this one. It's going to need to be shorter, 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 shorter. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's not my best bow making job, but you gotta practice and, you know, get better, you know. So I still feel like these are just a little bit too long. Because then you can see like the dimensional look to it, right? I don't know. Probably end up cutting them too short and then I won't like it at all. This is one of the ones you gotta fluff and walk away for a little bit. Because this is like, I don't know. Oh well. It looks better on camera. Oh my goodness. Look at all the glitter. Look at all the glitter. Guys, well, thanks for joining me. We've been on for a little while. I appreciate everybody. I need to get my boxes upstairs so I can get them in the mail tomorrow. And hopefully I will be on live again sometime tomorrow or tomorrow night. It just depends on how late I stay up tonight messing around down here. And so anyway, but I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. Thanks for late night crafting with me tonight. Thanks everybody. And if you don't already follow my page, hit the 3 dots and the bell and you'll get notified when I show up on live. So thanks everybody. Be blessed. Bye everybody.